Hello, friends. Welcome to the replay. Welcome, and welcome to this edition of Chalk Live with the Chalkets. Let me give it a minute and let Facebook send out our notifications, and then we'll be getting started. Happy Wednesday to you. There we go. Now we're getting some notifications. Fantastic. Hello, friends. Thanks for joining. Hello. When you come in, make sure you type in the chat bar. Let me know that you're watching. I see little eyeballs, so I know we've got some friends joining us. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here. I'm Michelle Schreck, independent designer with Chalk Couture, and I'm your host for this edition of Chalk Live. Now, if you're catching this on the replay, that means you're watching it on YouTube or you're watching later on Facebook. Type in hashtag replay, and if you have any questions, whether you're live or on the replay, type your questions in all caps for me. It makes it easy for me to go back after the broadcast, catch your questions, and make sure that I answer everyone. Hello. Thanks for joining. I see some more people are popping in. Fantastic. If you are watching on YouTube, please give this video a thumbs up and hit the share button located in the bottom left-hand corner of your mobile device. Yay! If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button too. That really helps me with increasing my subscribers and my viewership so that I can start going live again on YouTube. They've changed all the rules, and now I have to get my numbers up to a different level so I can go live on YouTube too. But in the meantime, we're going to have lots of fun going live right here on Facebook. Hello. Well, first things first, let me introduce you guys to Chalk Couture. Chalk Couture is the leader in high-end DIY home decor. They offer projects perfect for your home, your office, gift giving, and they're suited for every age level and any skill level. There is absolutely no artistic ability or creativity required to be successful with Chalk Couture. They have incredible silkscreen designs like these. They have chalk paste that goes on wet and dries hard. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't budge until you take it off, and you take it off simply with water. They have couture inks for all your fabrics and heat-resistant items. They have surfaces like this Aiden board right here. They have really cool tools that are super handy, project kits, and even a monthly subscription box that includes everything that you might need to complete your own project delivered straight to your door. Supplies for Chalk Couture can be purchased directly through an independent designer like myself through my website, which is listed in the description box, or you can purchase them through yourself by becoming an independent designer. If you would like any information on how you can join my Chalk team, type the word me in the description box and I will send you an invitation to my opportunity group. It's no stress, no obligation. It's just information on how you can get involved with Chalk Couture, whether that's as a customer, as a club member, or as a designer. Hello. I'm so glad you love the pumpkins. I have been on a pumpkin kick, and last week I did a different kind of a project, and then I thought of a new pumpkin project I wanted to do, so I decided just to pull them back out and said, let's get chalking. Let's just have fun with it. I don't know how this one is going to turn out. It's an idea that I've got. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to just try it out and see. So I have taken two of the pumpkin patterns. This one I have not yet used, and this one is well used. I did a couple of different projects with this. One I did in Chalk Live, and that was creating a monogram on a board and base. So it wasn't even doing it as a pumpkin, but really love this pattern. So I thought what I would do is I want to have the effect of this pumpkin being in the background and this one being in the foreground. So this is going to be a little bit on the tricky side. It may be a total fail before it's over, but you know what? We're having fun. We're chalking it up. We're just going to see how it goes. So the first thing I want to do is I want to fuzz up my transfer because this one is brand new. I've never used it. I'm so glad you like watching the Chalkets. We love having you guys come and share our videos and be here for the fun and just share and having fun with us. Whether you're a Chalk Couture subscriber, whether you like to actually do chalk projects, or if you just like to watch. It's lots of fun. So I'm going to fuzz up my transfer, which is going to just pick up a little bit of fuzz off of my fuzzing towel. And that's going to let me move it around really easy. And most importantly, it's going to let me get it off of the surface when I want to. And I'm going to cheat on this one a little bit. And I'm going to make it, let's see, I'm going to go down here. And I'm just going to like give it a little crease. Hopefully it's pretty much straight. There's a lot of open area on this particular design. So I want to get all the air bubbles out. Just going to use my fingers to smooth out that silk screen. Get those air bubbles out of there. Going to make it a little shorter by doing it this way. And this one, I'm going to use metallic colors on. So we're going to do gold and copper and shimmer red all down this pumpkin and just fill in those stripes. I think that's going to be really pretty. So let's grab a multi-tool. I'm going to give it a little stir. My shimmer gold. My shimmers are my favorite colors, and I use them all the time. So I'm going to pick some up, and I'm just going to go over the top two stripes with this shimmer gold. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on rather thick. I am so messy. Anybody else a messy crafter? I am a messy crafter. And one of the things that I love about Chalk Couture is just how easy it is to clean up my mess. All right. And so now I'm going to come in with the copper. And I'm going to give it a little stir. And I'm going to take that copper and I'm going to do 2 rows. Two stripes with the copper. My goodness, it's such a pretty color. It's so gorgeous. And you know, I am just a sucker for the shimmer. And I am putting it on rather thick. Thicker than is necessary, but that's okay. It's because I'm taking my time and I'm going to do all 3 colors. Right. And let's see. What am I going to use for my other color? I have a mini squeegee that I have cut in half to make it the size of my multi-tool. So I have taken a mini squeegee and cut it in half. Oh, Patricia, I cannot wait for new shimmer colors. I am so excited about things to come. I really believe we're going to be seeing some new shimmer colors, especially with the popularity of the shimmer red. And I just wish that they would make a shimmer base that we could then add our other color to. That would be so, so cool. Because I'd like to be able to make any color a shimmer color. Now, I'll tell you a secret that's not really too big of a secret because I share it all the time. And that is that I take shimmer silver and I tend to mix it with other colors to give it a little bit of sparkle. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I tried it with sparkle to make a sparkle white and it was an epic fail. It basically made a light gray and it didn't sparkle at all. But I've done it with peacock blue, and I love how it looks with peacock blue. I love how it looks with the couture coral. Really, really pretty. I've tried it with the couture teal, and it's been pretty too. It's not as vivid, but it's still really, really gorgeous. So you can kind of make your own shimmer if you're so inclined. And I always start in really small batches because sometimes it just doesn't work so well. So I don't like to waste it if it doesn't turn out how I like it. I want to be able to not feel guilty for using my precious shimmer. I'm just pulling this excess right off of here. Just like so. All right, let's pull this up and see how it looks. Ooh, it's cute. Oh, it ran. I had some air bubbles, but you know what? That is not a problem. We are going to fix those straight away. Not a problem at all. So the first thing I want to do, especially when I have stuff like this that needs to be fixed, the first thing that I want to do is actually dry it. Now, I am very impatient, just like I'm very messy, and I don't like to wait for things to air dry, so I'm going to use my heat tool. That's what I have available to me, so that's what I'm going to use. I do tell people all the time, if you don't have a heat gun, don't worry about it. You can use a hair dryer, or you can just let it air dry, because it will eventually dry on its own, and it doesn't take that long. But I'm very impatient. So I'm going to turn my heat gun on, which means it's going to get a little bit loud for just a few minutes. Actually, probably not even a whole minute, but if you're sensitive to noise, you might want to turn your volume down until you don't see the heat gun in the picture anymore. Hi, Christine. Thanks for joining. Now, that is one thing about shimmer paste. Your normal pastes are shiny when they're wet and they dry to a matte finish. The shimmer, you really can't tell that it's a matte finish, so you just kind of have to judge if it's dry or not. And I probably did it twice as long as I needed to. That's okay. So I'm going to take a Q-tip. This is just a regular old no frills Q-tip. I'm going to take my water bottle and I'm going to spray some water on my work mat right here, just so that I can get my Q-tip wet. And I just want the end of it to be wet. And then I'm going to come in. Let's see, where did I see a little smudge? I saw a little smudge here. And then these big smudges on the side, I'm just going to pick those up. Easy peasy. Now, I'm not worried about the residue that's left behind from that, because I'm going to have another pumpkin over here on the side that we're going to try to make it look like it's behind this first pumpkin. Like I said, guys, this is a technique I haven't tried with this particular pattern, so it could be fabulous. It could be a fail. I don't know. We're just going to find out together. This has a lot of open space, so there's no telling how it's going to turn out. I want to make sure before I put my transfer down that everything is back to room temperature. This is still a little bit on the warm side, so I'm going to leave it for just a second. And because this has so much open space and it has been used several times, I'm not going to actually fuzz it. Let's see. I do want to get the stem of the pumpkin. I do want to try to make it look straight. So, okay, now I'm going to use my hand and I'm just going to go and try to smooth it down a little bit. Try to get those air bubbles out. It's really, really difficult when you've got, when you have so much open space. It's really easy to have air bubbles in your work. It's hard to get them out of there. Now, I'm going to use iced coffee for this one. I'm actually going to use several colors, but my main color is going to be iced coffee. So let's see. Grabbing, hi Vicki, hi Christine, Patricia, Diane. It's popping up and telling me names all of a sudden. It says we froze up. You might want to refresh your screen. It's not showing froze on my end, on my monitor or on my main device. So you might want to refresh your screen. But that does happen, especially with live videos. Sometimes Facebook is just picky. So I'm going to put this iced coffee down just using my stir stick because this is going to be a bit of a hot mess. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to put, let's see, what colors do I want to use? I don't think I'm going to use this one. I'm not going to use the shimmer red. I'm going to use some gold. Just a little tiny dab here and there just so that I have some extra sparkle because you got to have sparkle. And I think that the shimmer gold and the iced latte, iced coffee, I think they look really, really good together. And then I'm going to take some orange peel. Because I do want to have some traditional pumpkin look in there, but not a ton of orange. I could have just done the whole thing in orange, but I really want it to have a different look. Let's see. All right, we are going to see how this goes. I'm taking a little bit of water and I'm putting some water right on the transfer with my finger to get it nice and wet. Now I'm going to take a small squeegee and I'm going to start moving around that chalk paste. And I'm going to go around my other design. Let's see if I can get down here at the bottom, if it's going to let me get close to the bottom. Oh, it's drying so quick. Oh my goodness. Usually it doesn't dry quite that quick. I must have gone super slow. All right, we're going to grab a little bit more of the iced coffee. Just so we can move it around some. I want to go right up to the edge of my other pumpkin. kind of going for a little bit of a mottled look or a marble. All right, I'm going to put some more of this iced coffee down. I'm going to grab a little water, get it nice and wet. And then I'm going to come in with our other colors because I want to make sure that we can see some of those other colors. So let's grab some orange. This is that gorgeous orange peel color. And of course we need a little bit of gold because we need that shimmer. Okay, now with the water on my fingers, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to kind of swirl it around to give it a little marbling. Going right to the edge. Wipe my fingers off. And with the squeegee, I'm going to pull that excess up. Oh yeah, that's going to be really pretty. I'm wiping it off on the side. Because you can't put it back in the bucket once you have mixed your colors. So I have a little palette that I put mine on the side of my work surface here. And now I'm going to go right to the bottom of my board. Just the last thing I'm going to do. There we go. All right, let's see if it worked. Ooh, I see some spots that are dry, so I'm going to go right back down. Go over the top of the dry spots. Oh goodness, it might just have a distressed look. That's all right. Okay. Look at that marbled pumpkin. Oh my goodness. Love that color. The orange with that iced coffee just gave it a really subtle orange look. That turned out even better than I expected as far as the orange went. Oh, so pretty. So, so pretty. And I'm going to take my little mini paintbrush and I'm going to get it wet. And I'm going to pick up some of that paste that I pulled off of the side, and I'm just going to fill in right here where it pulled up and it's all distressed. I'm just going to fill it in a little bit so it's not as distressed. And that color is going to blend really well. I'm not going for perfect. I like the distressed look. I love this orangey color without being just bam orange. So pretty. And up here at the top, I'm going to do the same thing. Just fill in where it kind of has a super distressed look. so it doesn't look like a chunk of our pumpkin is missing. There we go. There we go. All right, let's do the same thing right here at the top. The stem is just a little bit of spots missing. There we go. That's it. Bam. I'm going to bring it up a little bit closer to the camera so that the color might show up a little better, as I'm seeing on my monitor that the color is not really showing up accurately. It's got a real subtle orange to it, but it's mainly the iced coffee, and it has just tiny bits of shimmer going on from that gold. It turned out really, really good in person. I hope you guys like that. That was a different kind of a technique I haven't tried before. Trying to make one look like it's behind the other without doing the back piece first. So I've done the back piece first, but this one I was worried about how I was going to cover it with so much of the open stripes and everything. So I think that worked out well. I would do it again. I have a big, big board. I also have a really large front window, and I'm thinking about what I'm going to put in that front window as we get closer to Halloween. Excuse me. I might do a pumpkin patch so that I can use it all the way through Thanksgiving. My pumpkins that I have in my house this year have this red color in them instead of the traditional orange. And I also have a lot of white pumpkins and beige pumpkins. Loving them. And I kind of love that about Chalk Couture. It lets me take something super traditional and make it my own by just picking what colors are going to go with my stuff. So it makes it super, super easy. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Thanks so much. Does anybody have any questions? I'm not seeing any questions pop up. I always like to go back and check for questions before I sign off. And now that you've seen how fast and easy Chalk Couture can be, if you want to know how to make money beautifully by becoming a designer, all you have to do is type the word me in the description box. I'll send you an invitation to my opportunity group. You can find out all the different ways that you can become involved with Chalk Couture, be it a customer, a club member, or as a designer yourself. And there's no obligation if you'd like to get some information. It's just an invitation to my opportunity group. No big deal. And of course, all of my links are in the description box with this video, and they'll be at the bottom of the video once we go off air. I'll take a picture of this and I will post the links again so you can connect with me on other forms of social media. I would love it if you would head over to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put lots of new content up there as well. All right, I'm not seeing anything as far as questions go, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up for tonight. I'll be back next Wednesday at 6:30 Central. I know we have other chalkets that are coming to you live every day of the week, so make sure you check back and see when we have a new chalket coming on so that you can see their fabulous projects and their take on some of the same projects even. Until then, I'm going to remind you, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and happy crafting.